keep your cool? How do you keep calm when the other person is really emotional, really hot in the conversation? Well, the first thing that you want to think about is try not to internalize it. As difficult as that can be when the other person is maybe raising their voice or speaking in absolutes and getting emotional, you want to take that in and then do the same yourself. Rather than feeling justified in acting the same way, instead, look at their behavior like a scientist would. Look at it and just say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to characterize them. Instead, I'm going to say they're raising their voice. They're, using absolutes. They just slammed the door. Now, I know that seems kind of odd, but when you look at their behavior in factual terms, it actually helps you stay more calm. The second thing you might want to consider is asking yourself some questions that are reflective about their behavior and help you to keep calm by looking at their behavior from a rational way. I like to ask the question, okay, why might a reasonable, rational person act the way that they're acting? I see them as a good, reasonable person who's acting totally irrational and unreasonable. But what might have happened that drove them to act the way that they're acting? As you consider that question and ask yourself that question a few times, it helps you to start to think about reasons for why this normal person might be acting in an abnormal way. The last thing you may want to consider is calling for a pause. I mean, look, the truth is there are times when having the conversation is not the right thing to do. It's okay to respectfully ask for a pause. You might say something like, hey, I really want to have this conversation, but I both want us to be in a better place to have the conversation. Can we come back in an hour or two and revisit it? Or, hey, I really want to talk about this topic. I'm not so sure you and I are in a good place to do it right now, but I'm committed to having the conversation. Can we come back tomorrow, maybe around lunch, and talk about it again? It's important to me. Calling for a short-term pause is not the same thing as going to silence or completely avoiding a conversation. Sometimes it is the very best thing you can do. Your goal in that partnership or that friendship or with that coworker is to help the two of you be in your best possible place to have the most effective dialogue, even around some of the toughest issues. Thanks for watching. Visit cruciallearning.com/saythat for more tips and resources for how to speak up when it matters most.